my name is Tanny and I love to cook. Today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious appetizer or side dish, jalapeno popper stuffed mushrooms in the air fryer. It's awesome, y'all. You will love this summer treat. So let's get to cooking. So this is what we're cooking with. We have white mushroom. These are the big caps, and then these are the regular small size whole baby Bella mushrooms. And then I also have some more of the large cap of the Bella mushrooms. So 6 of those. So we're gonna wash our mushrooms and wipe them off. Then we're gonna stuff them with a nice mixture of spring onions, pickled jalapenos, garlic, Philadelphia cream cheese, some cheddar cheese, Parmesan cheese, and sour cream, and some seasonings. And it's gonna be that simple. Okay, so what we're gonna do is after we wash our mushrooms, we're just gonna use a paper towel and wipe them. Wipe them so they're a bit dry so they don't hold on to all of the moisture. So what we did is, as I washed them, I just pulled out the center piece without breaking the mushroom fully, because this is what we're actually going to stuff our mushrooms. So I pulled out the center piece so that I could have a nice little well inside of the mushroom cap in order to stuff them with our delicious mixture. So you also want to make sure you get out any liquid that's inside of your mushrooms. I like having this variety of portobello and white mushrooms. We'll see how that affects the taste. But yeah, these little ones can be used as appetizers, or if you want a nice vegetarian meal, you can have a simple meal of stuffed mushrooms. There's so many different ways you can stuff them, but today we're going to do jalapeno poppers. So we'll put those off to the side. So next up, what we're going to do is actually chop our green onions, and I'm gonna get a new cutting board for that. Okay, just push this one back. Okay, so what we're going to do is cut our scallions. I'm just going to cut off the tips. I like to use the green part and the white part. And the amount you use really is your personal preference. If you don't care for onions, of course you don't have to use them, but I would encourage you to use at least 1 or 2 stalks. I'm using 5 or 6 for my whole block of cream cheese. And I'm going to taste the cream cheese before I actually stuff the mushrooms with it. So if I decide that I want more, then I'll just add it. So that's pretty straightforward. Just really cook to your taste. Green onions add a nice freshness plus a beautiful green color. So now that we have our green onions chopped, let's go ahead and add our mixture. So let's start with our cream cheese. This is a 1 8-ounce block of Philadelphia cream cheese that's been out at room temperature so that it's nice and soft. It'll be easy to spread and mix. Oh, if I can get it open. I'm going to add some minced garlic. Just about a tablespoon. I'm going to add some sour cream. The sour cream helps to break up the stiffness of the cream cheese. So I'm just going to use 1 rounded tablespoon of that. Then I'm going to use some Parmesan cheese. About 1/4 of a cup. Okay, so now we're going to add in some of our mild jalapeno slices. And actually, I think I'm gonna chop these up a little bit. If you have fresh jalapenos, then you certainly can use those, but I don't really want to get a big bite of jalapeno. Even though these are mild, they have a nice little kick to them. So I'm just gonna run my knife through them. Coarse chop. So that's about 1.5 tablespoons. So I'm gonna add my jalapenos and my scallions. Last up, I'm going to add some cheddar cheese. So we're going to have some cheddar cheese to go inside of our mixture, and we're going to have some that goes on top for garnish. And I have another bag of this in the refrigerator to pull out and use as needed. So that's about 2 to 3 ounces of cheese, not much. So I'm just stirring these ingredients in. Use a hand mixer for this, but as long as your cream cheese is softened, it's easy enough to do with a spoon. I could definitely smell those jalapenos. Okay, so now that we have our mixture nice and mixed up, we're going to add some seasonings. So I'm going to grab some garlic powder, a little bit of black pepper. I'm going to get some onion salt, and let's do some complete seasoning. Okay. And again, we're just going to add a couple of sprinkles, not much. Black pepper, garlic powder, complete seasoning, and onion salt. So we're just going to mix that up. And one thing that I am going to do is grab a little bit of oil, because I want to oil my mushrooms before I put them in my air fryer. Just a little bit. If you have the spray oil, you certainly can use that. Let me just clean my station a little bit. So let me do that. Let me just get some of my Smart Balance spray. And you want to spray both sides of the mushroom because both sides will be cooked in the air fryer as the air circulates. Here we go. So now we're ready to stuff. So now we're just going to take some of our mixture and stuff it into each cap. If you end up with some mixture left over, this would be delicious in celery, or maybe in a hollowed out cucumber. Some cucumber wedges would be yummy. You could stuff this on a piece of deli ham and roll that up into a nice cream cheese ham roll. So these are the stuffed mushrooms. Next up, we're going to add our cheese on top. Remember, there is cheddar cheese and Parmesan cheese mixed in. You could use one cheese, or you can use multiple cheeses if you like. Okay, so now it's time to put our mushrooms inside of the air fryer, and I decided not to put the cheese on top just yet. I'm gonna let them cook in the air fryer for about 8 minutes first, and then I'm gonna go in and add the cheese on top and then let it continue to cook for the next few minutes. So as usual with cooking in the air fryer, you don't want your basket to be overcrowded because that will impede the airflow that we want to see. Okay, so so we're just gonna let that go and then we'll come back and check on it. So our mushrooms are cooking away, and I'm just cleaning up some of my stuff on my countertop, which I have all these vegetables. Tomorrow I am juicing. So I have cucumbers from my garden. Look at my zucchini, y'all. I really have to do better. These are still edible, but I'll just take the seeds out, but yeah. Oh, and then these I picked from the garden today too. Green tomatoes. Guess what I'm doing with them? Look at how pretty they are. I grew this in my garden. Okay, that's just a little side interlude. Are you subscribed to my channel yet? If not, please hit the subscribe button. I'm on a journey to get to my first 200, 500, 1,000 subscribers, so I need your help. Please subscribe. Okay, so I'm just checking them partway through cooking and they're looking good. Just about to add the cheese on top. So I actually set these on 8 minutes to start, and I let them cook for 3 minutes. So I let them cook for about 3 minutes, and then I added the cheese on top to melt and to brown. Look at those delicious jalapeno pop. Look at those delicious jalapeno popper stuffed mushrooms. We're gonna take these out. Okay, the jalapeno poppers are out of the air fryer, and I think I'm ready to try one for you. Take a look. They're really hot though. I'll try a small one. Ooh. Ooh. Mm. Oh. Oh. Okay. They are delicious. Don't try them hot though, because the mushrooms do make some liquid inside, and that'll really burn your mouth. The cream cheese is awesome. I can taste the green onion, and the mild jalapeno is perfect. If you want it to be actually spicy, then you could chop up a fresh jalapeno to put in there. Maybe just take some of the seeds out so it's not so spicy. But other than that, this is absolutely delicious. Just be sure to let them cool down a bit after you take them out the air fryer before you pop them in your mouth. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and come back tomorrow to see my next video. Thank you.